Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rockin' Knicks Universal main man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. We got GI in the building, ready to rock and fire. Free Keith is on the way. His presence he'll be here in a few. We gonna rock with GI. GI, can you kick us off?
Yeah, I absolutely need to. I want to apologize to the creator, the mastermind of this show on Freezy's network, on the Blanche Tears network. I'm wishing him safe travels and just praying for him to get here safely when he gets here. But as I've heard the owner of this network say many times, excuse the French, one monkey don't stop no show. And GI has got to cook tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for being with us tonight. We're super excited. The fact that you continue to like, share, and subscribe to this network and come here to hear our thoughts, we don't take that lightly. It's not remiss on us. We are appreciative. And we want to make sure that every time we come on this microphone and touch this platform through this network, we are as intuitive, as intellectual, as real time. We just try to, give it to you, and we try to make sure that the bars are in the place. I'm putting in a little fluff to give the creator of this show some time, but it's time to get to it. Also want the room to fill up a little bit too. Y'all know me for trying to be pretty positive, trying to, the way Freezy and Keith challenged me to try to put an intelligent spin on things, to keep the show together, speak to the chat, just kind of be a presence. I'm mad today. There he is. I'm mad today. And you know what? I'm going to keep going, and then I'm going to fall back and let him introduce himself, even though you know him, he needs no introduction. But I'm going to go ahead and cook for a second.
Go ahead.
I'm mad today. I'm a very mad Knicks fan. I'm going to take you back. I personally did not see us going to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I wanted us to be competitive in the playoffs. It was our first year with Cat. And so, we saw some bumps in the road last year. I believe we overachieved from April to May last year. And so I understand the expectations of every organization in New York, of every business in New York, of every mind in New York is to win. That's all we think about. I don't know how DJ Khaled is from Florida. He should have been, that was a New York record. All we do is win, 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 because that's our mentality. When we put on our clothes, we might not have $5 in our pocket, but what we're going to present to you, it's going to be $1 million. That's why they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. It's a mindset. So when we got to the end and it looked like, now we're championship ready. Nobody stopped. The Dolan did the exit interviews as everybody's cleaning out their locker. The season's still going on. People are saying things out of emotion. They always say, you always see the best athletes when at the end of the career. I can't tell you whether I'm going to retire tonight. I'm too emotional right now. I think a ton of what happened at the end of last year was through emotion. I know for a fact Michael needed to ink a contract, so he had a lot of leverage with the organization. We needed him to take a pay cut. I think that was all a handshake deal going in. So when Michael complained that he was playing too many minutes, even though he's an Iron Man in the league, Dolan heard that. He heard a couple other players complaining about Tibbs' style. But nobody stepped back to think, how did we get here? Should we have made it to the championships? So we underachieved, Or did we overachieve and we need to be careful about our next steps? We need to really map out our future and not make an emotional decision. I am almost positive today. I'm willing to stand and put money on it that we made an emotional decision to fire Tibbs because our next, and Keith and I talked about this today, our next 5 choices were under contract somewhere. That's when we got too big for our damn britches. We started saying, we're the New York Knicks. We must win the championship. You all going to lay down and get out of our way. You're going to give us the top coach. You're going to give us the best players. You're going to make sure we move forward. Because the Knicks winning, look what happened to this offseason. The views is up. You're going to move aside, NBA, and let us walk through the door. How has that worked for us, Keith, the last 50-something years? How has that mindset worked for us that we have this level of entitlement, that it's our time, that we can change any coach and change any pieces and things are going to happen? This is foolishness, what we're seeing right now. Mike Brown is not prepared to coach these guys because one thing I'm going to tell you about Tibbs last year, I'm going to give you 10 games easy where we shot offensively and we still won the damn game. Because Tibbs didn't care how he looked out there. He didn't care about no stats. He only cared about one thing. So now we come in this year and everybody's getting stats and everybody's going crazy. I'm not even blaming the players. I don't know what I watched the last month. The last month of basketball has been depressing from a team who's supposed to come out the gates a little slow. I thought we would come out slow. Freezy and them are like, what are you talking about? This is a 60-win team. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Then we win that mid-season tournament. We beat some good teams. And we're just like, by Christmas time, I was like, I will take you to my Facebook post. This is the greatest gift I've ever received on Christmas, a Knicks team that looks like we're going to win the championship. And now we're looking like the 4th or 5th best team in our own conference. We go out against teams, Keith said it last week, the week before, these teams want to punch us in the mouth. And we sit here like, yo, what's your smoke about? What? Why are you mad, fam? Let's talk this out. Let's talk this through. Relax. I have so much more I want to say, but I don't want to speak out of emotion. So the only thing I am going to say out of emotion is how we got here. What are we doing here? Why is this man coaching our organization? We're not kidding each other. He's getting out-coached by Bickerstaff. He's getting out-coached by Cleveland. Man, let me tell you something. I'm worried about the Sixers at this point in time. Without Paul George. I'm ending on this, Keith, and I'm going to introduce my man. But we are under the impression we're LeBron James. LeBron James, and I've seen Steph Curry. I've seen a few guys who win championships, and then next year they're pacing themselves because they're saying, yo, this is a long run. Let's not get crazy in November. It looks like we're pacing ourselves because come April, we're going to flip this switch that you don't know. I had guys telling me, Ghetto, don't worry about them losses to Detroit. We just don't want to show them all our stuff. So we're saving it. What do we want? To be saving anything for anybody? You better go out there every night, put it on the floor, make people scared of you come April. Don't try to flip this around. Who the hell do we think we are, Free Keith? Please get in here before Freezy kick me off the network and I get fined. To y'all who saying Brother Mazone is wrong in the chat, long as you know I look like Brother Mazone, that's all I care about. Let's go.
Brother Mazone was a bad mofo. Yo, first off, man, salute to the chat. Thank you for the guys and girls that's rocking with us. We appreciate you. Just a little bit of housekeeping. If you appreciate the show, please join the network. Please subscribe. tell a friend to tell a friend. And on this show specifically, please hit that, please hit that alarm so you know when we coming on. Please,
That
we
like
need y'all.
button.
We want
Smash
y'all. We
that
do
like
this
button.
for this. And smash it. Yes. Now, Doc, I don't
Oh,
know that I
wait.
could add. Now, now
Bim.
ain't even, yeah, thank you. Bim, 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 bim. Thank you. But now ain't even the time. I don't even want to center myself. Yo, I don't know. I don't know that I could add much more to the rant that GI just so eloquently gave y'all. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to say to explain the situation from a standpoint of some friggin' logic. We got the same core from last season. We got the same core from last season with an extended bench. With an extended bench. I was told, I was made to believe that us getting to the Eastern Conference for the first time in 25 years and not getting to the finals was the fault of the coach, Tibbs, who spends his life in the gym, who spends his life scheming basketball. I was told that Tibbs was the problem. We needed to get rid of Tibbs. We needed to get rid of Tibbs, and that the next coach will extend the rotations. Will extend the rotations. We'll have them playing. We'll have them playing better offense. This is what I was told. I was making points at the time about, you know, it's weird because one of the mandates that we heard about the coaching search was that they were looking that their questions to their prospective coaches was how are they going to maximize Cat? That was one of the objectives of the coaching search. My argument to that was, and I was told that I'm just a Tibbs stan. I'm just a Tibbs stan. My argument to that was that Towns' best years in the NBA was all under Tibbs, both here and Minnesota. I was ignored. Now I'm hearing conversations. Oh, people want to blame Brunson. Brunson, you're not getting Cat the ball enough. You're not passing. Cat's not getting enough touches. Brunson was playing with Towns last season, and there was no complaint about Towns' touches. In fact, he had one of his better stat years, his second best stat year in the NBA in his career. Fine. We come into this season. I told people I was very skeptical of Mike Brown. I think what we were buying was fool's gold, and a lot of people really was supporting Mike Brown for what he did with LeBron when it was really about LeBron, and he didn't get a chip. Fine, but here we are. And from game to game, you don't know what team you getting on the floor. You don't know what team. You don't know how they're gonna play. What style of basketball is going on from game to game. We play the Wizards, and the ball is flying around. They passing the ball. Everything is great. Cat is getting his man on. Then the next game, everybody complaining up to Brunson. Oh, everybody mad at Brunson. Oh, y'all icing cat out. Y'all icing cat out. Why ice? Why y'all playing? Why is it always the coaching? The coaching. If we don't start focusing on what Mike Brown is not doing with what is he here for? What is he here for? If the players are running the team, what is he here for? Dude, I tell you what frustrates me so much when I'm watching games. We will be struggling. We'll be struggling on the court, and they'll cut over to Mike Brown on the sidelines, and he's smiling or looking confused. Tibbs came. You say what you want about Tibbs, but he came into every game prepared. We ain't win every game, but damn sure we came to play every game. They're not even, what's going on the scouting reports? Nothing. I don't even know. How are we continuously going into games against teams like the Pistons or even the damn Pacers that's tanking, that has a huge amount of animosity for us, obviously. And we return zero of that energy. Zero of that energy. Am I the only one watching these games? We could beat, the teams that's 500 or sub 500. Everybody get excited because we mashing them out. But the teams that's at our level, that's at our level, we got problems. This is not only the same team as last season, it's a better team because the bench is expanded. What happened? The only change is the coach. Who can we blame? If night after night, fans is feeling like they're not passing the ball enough. Brunson isn't being a point guard, this, that, and the other. If it's going on night after night, it's sanctioned. No? I don't know what else. I don't see any other way to look at what's going on. I see no other way. The only difference, we got rid of none of our core players. The only difference is the coach. This looked like a team that's getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, much less the finals. We're in 3rd seed right now. 3rd seed. We're about to fight the whole season to try to get back into second seed and may not make that. And we're supposed to have, and going forward, we're literally supposed to have the 3rd easiest schedule in the East. I don't know what to tell y'all, but like, in my opinion, I'm looking at the coaching. I'm looking at the coaching. And if he can't get the players to do what he wants them to do, then he's not the guy. If he does not command enough respect from the players for them to do as he directs, if this is not what he wants to go on, but it's been going on, that dude should be one and done. That's my argument.
They don't care. They don't listen to that dude, bro.
That's a problem.
You know what I learned?
That's a problem.
I feel you. What I learned in life is when you get the power, you wield it, right? And if they somehow congealed or came together last year to, get Tibbs fired, who's to say they subdued their ego enough to listen to the new guy? Because when you got power, why would you give it to somebody else?
Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm with you, Freezy. Honestly, I don't even disagree with what you're saying. And when you saying that, the name that immediately comes into my head is Mikal.
Yeah. Hey,
Because
yeah.
I think he was the one threatening, like, oh, I'm not going to sign back because his contract was up. I'm not going to sign back if Tibbs is the coach. Oh, cool. That's fine. They chose him and the other players over Tibbs. Got rid of Tibbs. Now, how you look at Mikal? Now,
Yeah.
how you looking?
Yeah.
Your numbers ain't even the same as last year. You hated Tibbs. Well, how
Hey,
you looking? How you looking? And you're right. That gave the players the understanding that they got more power in the organization than the coach. So now going forward, it's really F any coach.
Any coach, bro. If you get Tibbs fired, bro, if y'all got Tibbs fired, they're not gonna relinquish the power now that they know that they have the upper hand and the organization is gonna listen, the front office is gonna listen to the players. But
the inmates running the asylum. Isn't that the term?
That's what they say. That's what they say. And hey, but here's the thing I want to tell y'all. I saw the last couple of games. What I saw in the last couple of games is a multitude of things. One, in the last 10 to 15 games, I see that the Knicks have gone from the Mike Brown defense, playing in passing lanes and pressuring the ball and forcing bad passes and all that stuff, to playing more Tom Thibodeau defense because it looks like that's what they're comfortable playing. And if you notice by the box scores the last few games, the defense looks better, but the offense looks worse. Right. So now you holding teams to, I think they held Cleveland last night under 110, right?
Respectable.
Yeah.
Respectable.
Right.
That should be enough to win you any game.
Right. And it's not just that. It was the Houston game where the defense looked good. The Chicago game, Houston looked good. And you could even say portions of the Detroit game, until everybody knew that it was out of hand, that the defense looked pretty good. We just wasn't hitting shots. The second thing that I saw is Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson together a lot when Mike Brown is coaching other players. Now, that might be something small, right? That might just be Rick Brunson is in charge of the guards and we don't know it. It could be anything. It could be Rick Brunson, and shout out to Tory B for bringing me in off the ledge on this. That can be anything from, it could be a number of things where you see Rick Brunson in that spot, right? So I didn't jump. I was about to jump off the ledge, but Tory B taught me back. So I want to give kudos and credit for Tory B, but it's not a good optic when Mike Brown is coaching 5, 8, 9 guys and Rick Brunson has Jalen Brunson pulled to the side, right? It's not the greatest of optics, but it could be a coach coaching a player with no relationships involved. But the way it looked, it's funny, right? One other thing that I noticed is, and for the life of me, I can't figure this thing out. When Karl-Anthony Towns has it going, they only give him 1 or 2 shots to miss before they go to somebody else. Mikal Bridges last night was like 5 of 17. And the defenders, and here's the thing, the defenders, because it's not like, it wasn't as if he was being guarded by Jeremy Sohan. The starting backcourt for the Cleveland Cavaliers is James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. So you knew defense was optional, right? You knew defense was optional. So how does the Knicks backcourt shoot? I think they shot 9 for 35 from the floor. Something in that range.
From 3.
No, for the game. That was for the game. The Bridges and Brunson.
9 for 30.
It was crazy. It was crazy, the number, when you look at it. Now, here's the thing. Karl-Anthony Towns got it going twice. He was 5 for 5. So your all-star center took 5 shots. Now, I'm not saying that Cat wasn't aggressive, and I'm not saying that Brunson didn't look for him. But when you have OG struggling and Bridges struggling and the other guy is 5 for 5, can you at least give him a couple more looks?
I would agree with you. I I actually agree. I actually agree with your supposition. My thing is that scenario changes from game to game.
Right.
So what does that mean?
Yeah, I know what you're asking me is, does Mike Brown have it figured out? Does he have a clue?
I wouldn't even say does he have a clue, but does he command the team?
Let me also state this too. I want to state this just real quick. This is the I thought about this earlier. I ran it by Tory B. I didn't run it by anybody else in the Lawrence family because I just didn't have enough time because the man at work is trying to get every ounce of stuff out of you he can. So y'all know how to go. Right.
We in America, yeah.
Yeah, we in America, man. So, but have y'all considered that if Tom Thibodeau's ice pick and roll defense is outdated, he was once an innovator, but then the league caught up to him, that maybe Mike Brown's fast-paced three-point shooting offense that was ahead of his time when he implemented it is obsolete, and now other teams do it all the time also, and he doesn't have a go-to? Did the NBA catch up to Mike Brown, and does he have a pivot that he can go to?
I know where you're going with that, Freezy, and I think we're making a huge assumption there. We're making a huge assumption that all players are the same. And I would argue, to your point, where I agree with it to a degree, every system is also player dependent.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are not the players for that system. There are players in this league for that system, and that it will be, you could get continuous success. You know what I'm saying? I think this bunch is not that bunch. And that's what I think it comes down to. I think it's trying to fit square pegs into round holes. It's neither the fault of the peg nor the hole. It's just the wrong tool for the wrong opener. It just is what it is. Okay. And I think maybe we need to start thinking about that. Like, yes, we have guys on the team that can shoot threes. How many guys do we have on the team that can consistently, you can count on as a 3-point sniper?
Latoya, you better get in there, girlfriend. You know how these two are. How you doing tonight?
Torre, what up, Tay? Bless the people with some words.
How much? She might be having mic problems. When I hear I'll shut up. I hear your point, Freezy. Very intelligent. The thing for me, though, is we got to have a different game plan every night. I know in the regular season, but Mike Brown isn't calling any plays. He isn't calling anything. He'll call a timeout and they'll come right back. Now, last night, a lot of sloppy play. Guys dropping the ball. Turnovers are becoming an issue. But I guess I'm just looking as an athlete. I'm just looking for. Are you there, Tori? Is it working?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay.
Give me 5 seconds.
Go ahead.
I'm just looking for guys to get mad when somebody goes up 7 and say, all right. I mean, we just let teams go up 15 points, and there's no change in the body language, and we just think we're gonna come back, and we've been doing that. But these are professionals. These are the best in the business on every team. And it's just frustrating. I'm frustrated, Tori. Please help me out somehow.
Oh, I'm just as
I'm
frustrated.
frustrated.
I'm just as frustrated as you are. Like me and Freezy spoke offline. I'm literally livid. I'm off every Mike Brown train that there could possibly be. I'm
Okay,
totally checked
I know.
out.
He was already not Tory's guy.
Yeah, I'm just I- it's I feel like what he did was systematic. Like I watched it from the beginning of the season all the way up until now. For as much as I agree that there should be no more Tibbs, I think he earned his pink slip. We
Yeah.
all could be at odds about that, and that's fine. You got your opinion, I have mine. I think he earned this pink slip. I think two things can be true at once.
You can't
He
disrespect
earned
your
his,
boss.
huh?
You can't
Well,
disrespect
yes,
your boss.
right. You can't disrespect your boss, and you also have to be a little bit more flexible. I think he lost the guys when he refused to play the guys. Like I think that's where he lost his team. But that's behind us. We're past that point. I think Mike Brown was the wrong hire. So two things could be the same at once, be true at once. Mike Tibbs was the wrong guy for the team, and so was Mike Brown. Like he's shown that from the moment that he came here, he pulled his team apart. We didn't have any of this bickering and watching them look guys off and watching them freeze guys out. None of that happened under Tibbs. None of it. But it consistently happens under Mike Brown. These guys don't play with passion. They don't play hard. They never look like they always look flustered. Like nothing seems to go right on the floor for them. Even when they win, they're coming from behind. It's really a blowout. It's really a game that they ran away with. And that shouldn't be when you have the amount of talent that you have on this team. And I know you may think, Gia, that we overachieved last year. We didn't. This is a really good team Leon put together, but they're being severely undercoached. This guy does not know what he's doing. I feel like he just going there, throw stuff up against the wall and hope it sticks. It's high school coaches that could do a better job than him. I'm over this dude. I'm totally over Mike Brown. He has literally, he's gonna force this team. He Tibbs did it last year, and he's gonna do it this year. There will be no ticker tape parade as long as this man is on the sideline. He's
So,
definitely the wrong guy for this team.
so Tori, I don't disagree with the firing of Tibbs. I have serious issues with the process. If I decide to go and get rid of my director of finance tomorrow, who's a key member of my organization, and then I just start calling people who got jobs, and they're like, well, "I'm not relocating to Milwaukee." Like, what? No, you can't talk to my guy. Like, then needed to have. That's why I say it's emotional, because the Knicks don't need to ask five people to take one of the best jobs in the league.
I hear
So the
you,
fact
right?
that so the fact that we asked or tried to get access to five people, many who had jobs, okay, we're gonna rest on this guy. I mean, they looked at Dawn Staley before they hired Mike Brown.
She would have been a better hire.
She
She's
probably
more
would have been.
accomplished. Like
She
you said
probably
that like
would
it
have
was a
been.
not. Dawn Staley's an accomplished coach. She would have been a better fit than he
National
is.
champion.
I wish he was. I wish
Yeah.
he
Two
was on the
times over,
threads with me.
undefeated.
Yeah.
Like
I
let's
wish he
let's
was
not
on
get
the.
it twisted.
I wish he was on the threads with me earlier, Tori. I was saying the exact same thing. I specifically said I would have much preferred Don Staley over Mike Brown,
Right. Yeah.
especially if
See,
they going, especially if Leon is going with guys who performed in college and got chips in college.
right.
Get Staley, who got back to back chips.
Yep. Undefeated too. It's undefeated. She was undefeated. But that's neither here nor there, right? I get what you're saying about the way that they let tips go. But here's my issue. Well, here's my non-issue with it. If you are a owner, you own something, right? And you're trying to get the best out of your product. And you talking to those people and they keep saying to you, I could do so much better if this guy wasn't here. What's the problem with you guys? Well, I think this guy is the problem. You're not gonna get rid of your problem. See, I don't think the Knicks had any intention on really firing Tibbs. I think once they had them exit interviews and they realized that those guys was just not willing to play for him no more, they fired him. That was the plan. Now everything that happened after that, they weren't prepared for. But they
Emotional.
listened to that. It wasn't when you own something and you're trying to get the bet. If your people don't want to produce for the person that's running the show, you're gonna get rid of the guy that's running the show.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care how you can't slice it any different than that. Like this man, they don't want to play for him. He has lost his locker room. These guys don't want him here no more. What you gonna do? Keep forcing them to play for him? Then you're not gonna get the best out of your employees.
I
That
said
wasn't
it.
emotional. That's
Yeah.
not
All right,
emotional.
but then you hire this guy,
Yeah, but
and you're
you
not getting the
hired
best out
what
of the
you think.
employee.
Right, I get it. But now you have to
You're
take a
you're
chance. You're taking a chance
not
on what's out there. You knew that there wasn't the coaches that you wanted weren't available, right? You made your calls, you searched around, you searched high and low, you did 1,000,001 interviews, and everybody's like, oh, what's up with this process? You know what? They can take as long as they want because no one else is looking for a head coach.
they
So you
wanted it.
interview
I'm,
everybody. It is what it is. I think Mike Brown must got
sh-
a silver tongue. He he must be the biggest
yeah,
of smoozers on the planet. He must have the extreme gift of gab because this man had talked his way into a dream job. They gave him the keys to the castle and he let him motherfuckers ransack it. It
Hey,
is rat
I,
like
I just want to interject something just real quick. I'm thinking the opposite, and not because we have to think the opposite. That's not what it is. I value the points that were made. And in my opinion, Leon Rose was like, listen, I'm dealing with this stupidness from you, right? You walk around here like you the boss. You better win a championship this year or your ass is gone. I think that's what's happened because people in position of power. The one thing we learn as we climb the corporate ladder is everybody's got a boss, right? Even Dolan has a boss and he owns the team, right? The thing with
Well,
Thibodeau, you can walk around and you can not speak to people and ignore people and do all these different things, but your ass better win a championship. And how I knew Tom Thibodeau knew he was getting fired is because at the end of the elimination game, I saw Tom Thibodeau wave the white flag with like 4 minutes left to go in a basketball game. And y'all know, and y'all can, and I know y'all about to say, man, no, man, it was Tom Thibodeau has never given up. Tom Thibodeau would have to be down by 80 with 2 seconds left to give up. But when I saw him down by 18 and with 3 minutes left to go, and he walked his vets off the floor and the crowd clapping for the vets and all this stuff, Tom Thibodeau knew in that moment when he get back to the joint, his ass was gone. Because because first of all, he already had a reputation of being a non-winner, but a rebuilder. So Tom Thibodeau's reputation is of a rebuilder that gets you to the place where the next guy comes in and takes it to the next spot. That's his reputation, right? But then when you lose in the Eastern Conference Finals, everybody look back at you like, you know what? You're just being who you've always been. This is the end right here. He got him as far as he can get him, right? And he should be commended for that and not scolded for that, right? But at the same time, at the end of this thing, I don't think Leon Rose made the emotional decision. I think he made the Godfather decision of, listen, I'm 99% there. I'm going to talk to these guys and see if they can talk me into keeping them. And when he talked to them, they was like, yo, bring in the executioner. And once that, in my opinion, sealed the deal for Tibbs, right? And so the thing is with Tibbs is you don't give him an extension just to be overly emotional a year later. That's $10 million. You don't give a guy an extension and then be super emotional because at the end of the day, $10 million is a lot of money,
It was
right?
30 million.
Right. Oh yeah, it was 30 million, right?
30 million. Yeah, it was
No,
30
no, no,
million.
no, no. It was 10. It was 10 million, but he still had the rest of that the money on his contract. It all equaled 30 million that they
Oh,
owed him.
okay. All right.
You're right, because here's the thing. Even though Dolan is rich, who wants to pay 2 NBA head coaches at the same time? Like, oh, we have to think about all these things. Like, and then the other thing too, the one other thing too, a group of people are not going to be emotional. We have to understand that even if everybody was angry, when you're dealing with 300 people in a front office, somebody has to have a cool head about them. And it's usually the boss, right? Usually the person in charge is the person that thinks the most level-headed, right? Because he wouldn't have got that position if he was an emotional, irrational decision maker. I think Tibbs sealed his fate in game 6. I think Tibbs actually sealed his fate in game 1 when Tyrese Halliburton hit that rainmaker when he took Mitchell Robinson out the game to go offense instead of going defense the rest of the way. That's all I got on it.
I don't think any one of us, if y'all mistaken our rant, and I'm gonna speak for you, GI, but let me know if I'm wrong. Neither one of us is saying that Tibbs shouldn't have been let go. Or at least I'm gonna say I'm not. Yes, he may have run his course. But like Tori was saying, two things can be right at the same time. He may have run his course and needed to be changed, but Mike Brown wasn't the guy to change him to.
Right.
Let me
Now,
do this real quick, Keith. First of all, Parrish Duggar, you have been supporting this network at the rate you've been supporting it. Unreal. $20 on the super chat. Usually you do.
Appreciate you, brother.
Usually one show you'll give $21, but this time you must be a little lazy today. You don't got much to say. But I played top level cover corner in football. Only time I was compromised was when I had to compensate for a safety if he wasn't playing well. So I guess he's saying the safety wasn't covering well, so he needed to fall back on his coverage and cover more area, is what I assume he's saying there. The same thing is happening with Cat, hurting JB and the others by not just playing better. Thank you for that super chat. I'm sorry, Keith.
Yeah, for you.
Nah, you was right. You were right. Paris, love Duggar. I'm not even going to rail on Cat. Honestly, I have my issues with Cat, but
shit, I might and broccoli blanche hat with that, bro.
But mine, my issue is with Luxury Fizdale. I think Luxury Fizdale is the problem, bro. We are not. We're at a point in the season. And I hate rolling back to Tibbs, but we're at a point in the season where the team over the last 5 years would traditionally be better. You know what I'm saying? And we're not. And we're talking championship, this, that, and the other, getting our ass handed to us by the Pistons, which should. And it's not even about the losses. It's about how the losses are happening. There is no reason on the planet why. I don't care who's not playing. I don't care. The team look like they are out there running themselves. Mike Brown gave them whatever concept that the system is, and these guys are just doing what they feel fit to do. Only thing Mike Brown does is the 2K roster rotations, and I don't understand how any of the games we've won, when we win, it's because guys are hitting threes, and the talent is taking us to the finish line. Can y'all really look at any one of those games and was like, damn, that was some good coaching? Nah.
Not
Let me
since the
answer
cup
that for
game.
you.
Not since the cup game.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say that I don't even think that it was good coaching and it was
You
it was
think
because of
he
good
just
coaching.
lucked into a good decision?
He he lucked into a good
Okay.
roster.
No,
Kolek
I mean,
hasn't played the
no.
same. No, no, I'm
You're
saying
right.
his roster
All right.
rotation was
Oh, that's what I meant.
he was on with his roster rotation.
Yeah,
Kolek
that's what I'm
hasn't
saying.
played the same. Kolek hasn't played the same since. So I look at it as like the talent got lucky. I can't point to one game. I was like, oh, that was a masterful play call out of that timeout. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I love that play call you just made to change up the bum ass run we was just on. His answer to everything is, oh, I'm gonna rotate this person in. Like like there's no in-game stratagem going down. Like what? We are supposedly, and I still feel this in my heart of hearts, we're a championship level team. We have a championship level squad. I do and wholeheartedly believe, but I do not think we have championship leadership.
Agreed, 100%. I just said
Agreed,
this. The
100%.
Freezy offline.
Yeah.
Me and
My
Freezy just had this
if we
conversation.
for by the grace of God, we make it to the finals or what have you, I tell you, it's going to be in spite of Mike Brown and not because of him.
I don't think leadership starts with the coaches, though. I think the leadership starts with the players. I don't think we have good leadership.
The
I think,
leadership starts with the players.
yeah, yeah.
I I highly I disagree with that.
But hold it. You disagree because you didn't hear the reason why I said it. Listen,
Go ahead. Oh, you're right. Fine, my fault.
everything starts from the bottom to the top, right? And the pieces that are good at the bottom rise to the top. We know that. Like if you're good at something, if you're great at something, you're innovative, you kind of rise above your peers. But what I'm saying is we hadn't seen the Knicks players come out and say something profound. To me, it's like they're rudderless when it comes to leadership. Like we say Jalen Brunson's a good leader, but it's because of his scoring. Like Jalen Brunson doesn't say anything. Like he's not Malcolm X on a microphone, right? He don't give
No,
you anything. You know what I'm saying?
I saw a clip. I saw a clip of him telling Cat to post the fuck up.
In the
I
game
saw a
when
clip
Cat
of
was
him
the
telling,
best.
but
You saw
no,
that
not
in the
so
game when
what?
Cat was
But
the best player on the floor that day.
Wow.
That's all I'm
no, no,
saying.
no,
Like
no, no.
Jalen had no. I hear you, right? So they'll praise Jalen
I'm
for
just
telling him on
saying
that one. But
it's
no.
done.
Wait.
Man,
What I'm saying is this is the problem with Knicks fans. You saw him telling Cat to post the fuck up in a game when Cat was the best player on the floor that entire game. And secondly, Jalen had 2 points through 3 quarters. Thirdly, that was the first play that he had. That was a bad play all game when he didn't get down into the post. And then after that, Jalen ain't passed the ball no more.
he didn't pass the ball no
So so
more.
that's not good leadership. If you're telling me to get in the post and then you're not passing the ball. So yeah, it looked good for optics because nobody
Yeah.
likes Cat.
Because it was an ABC game and there's a microphone just happened to be right there.
Nobody likes Cat, so it all looks good. But if you take it and you
And
put
who
it into
watches that happen
perspective,
all game and
oh
do nothing?
Jesus,
Mike
what you
Brown.
mean? Who
That's a
watches what
coaching
happened all
issue.
game? But
What,
nothing
what I
happens
know,
all game. In
what I'm
that
saying
game,
is,
in that
No,
particular
no,
game that we're
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about,
no, 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 no.
that's the
You're
example
missing.
you use,
You're
dog. You use that example,
no, no, no,
though.
no, 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 no.
you, you
I
can't.
just use that example. Hold on. I just use that example to say that yes, Brunson does get vocal. That's all I use that like you said that he doesn't speak. I just said that he spoke. That's what
But
that example was
my
about.
issue is not that he doesn't get vocal. Is my issue is that he's getting vocal at the wrong time. Get
No,
vocal
that's
with
just the clip.
yourself.
That's just the
Get
clip
vocal
we
with yourself.
saw. That's just the
We
clip we
watched.
saw. We
That's the
don't
clip they
know. We
highlighted.
don't know. Yes, but this is what I'm saying. It just shows me evidence of it happening. My assumption is it happens or happened other times as well. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I think that even that vocal element is there with the players. I think that the players are governing themselves. Mike
Okay.
Brown is not
Okay.
out there commanding the respect
Okay.
of this team in a way where they follow what the hell he says.
Okay. No, I get it. I hear you now.
Right. Because
I hear you.
we're not in that kind of era no more, bro.
Right.
What kind of era? Then why have a coach?
I
What
don't know
kind
if
of
we're not in that
era?
kind of era. I don't
You know what I'm
necessarily
talking
believe that.
Spo is still in that kind of era.
Right.
Bickerstaff is still in that era. Why
See,
can't
but
we?
things
What?
what
What
it
are
is
y'all
with this
talking
team
about?
is no, who me?
No,
Who?
no, no. I'm just talking about in general.
I
Spo is
think
not
see
going
this
to
is the
sit
thing.
there. Spo is not going to sit there and
Right.
watch Jalen ice out Cat the whole game and not
You're
say
right.
nothing.
You're
He's
right. But
not.
my thing is this. All those coaches that you named have systems that work for the players that are in them. All those coaches that you name have guys that have been with them for a really long time and they trust their coach and they trust their teammates. Right now, you looking at a team who has a coach on the sidelines playing them in a system that they're not comfortable with, and they're all trying to force. Nobody's really happy. You see these guys smiling out there?
They
No
shouldn't
high
be.
fives. No, this is what I'm saying. This is the problem. You got a championship level squad that they put together, and these guys is out there just going through the motions. It's just ridiculous. At this point, there's no turnaround. We're too far into the season. There's no pivot. This is it.
You, that means the
This is
coaches
it.
lost the team. Like you were saying,
Absolutely.
like you were saying with Tibbs, cool. The guys they lost faith in him. He lost the team. This dude is
Absolutely.
already, and I don't think that he ever had the team.
That part. All he did was break this team apart because we never had these issues last year. Our problem with
People
Tibbs
felt
was that he was running our guys into the ground. That was my problem with him. And I don't think
everybody was
anybody else
all
would tell you
excited.
anything different. Excited with what? Listen, I was excited
No, no, no.
with what was
Oh,
going
he
on at
playing
the
10
beginning.
guys.
No,
He
no, no, no.
playing
It
10
wasn't
guys.
that. They were playing,
No,
hold
I'm not
on.
even talking about you. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about
they
in
were
general
playing
sense.
well
Like
in the beginning of the season, right? And that's what you want to see. You want to see those guys play that was everybody's complaint. So of course people are going to be excited that he's playing 10 players and you get to see the rookies out there running, guys that ain't never played. No, you didn't get to see them play. They showing you a little bit of something. The Knicks are winning. It look all good, and then they hit a wall and they started losing. Then they picked it back up. Then they went on a cut run and they started losing again. And then they went on a little win streak. At no point in this season was anything consistent because Mike Brown hasn't been consistent. The rotations have been all over the place. The coaching's been all over the place. And he out in the streets talking shit about his players. Like, where they do
we
that
went
at?
from one
I haven't
extreme
to
to
the
the next
next.
extreme.
It's wild. I've never seen no shit like that. Tibbs would never
I
get
remember
up on the podium and berate his players. Never. Ever. Ever. Why would you? And the fact that none of these dudes stepped up and was like, yo, we don't do that around here. Let me know that they looking for a fall guy too. Because when things go wrong, they looking for somebody to point the finger at and nobody want to take the blame. So let's just put it all on Cash. Nobody was putting it on him last year when he had 25 and 12 and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So why are you doing it now?
best
It's
year
just
in the league
ridiculous.
under
Yeah.
Tibbs.
Yeah, he had a great season. Listen, Tibbs was a great coach for Cat.
No, 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 no.
Nobody's,
I'm not bemoaning like, oh, we need Tibbs back or this, that,
yeah.
and the other. But like,
No, I'm not
I'm
saying
just
that. I'm just pointing it out. He was a great coach for him. But at the end of the day, I don't get why Mike Brown went so far away from that system. For 2 weeks of basketball, you iced that man out. After that, it should have been an adjustment. This is not working. We need to figure out ways to get him involved. And it never came. And now here we are with 20, what, 3 games left in the season. That's not, it's over. Whatever Mike Brown
cat
was
still
doing is what it's over. Like
cat
the
still waiting for the
championship
team to
run,
gel.
right? That's not gonna happen. This team is not gelling because he separated the team from game one. He succeeded in doing that. And now championship dreams is up in the air. Dust.
Nah,
Floating away in
nah,
the
I'm
wind.
still dreaming. I'm
You
still
can dream.
dreaming.
I'm not
I'm
gonna dream
still
with you.
dreaming. I'm still dreaming,
It's a
bro.
wrap.
Like I got something has to happen. It's not fit. This is the
What's gonna
year,
happen?
yo.
What's gonna
Something
happen?
has to happen.
Like what? Because there's
But
no look, we're
but
too far into the season for there to be adjustments made for this system to be different. This is the system. All this stupid read and react and no play calling and him looking like a dummy on the sidelines when things ain't going his way. This is it. You see something different happening? Because I don't. He ain't make
nah,
one adjustment in that Cleveland game that made me say, this guy knows what he's doing. He wasn't playing Mitch in the right spot. He wasn't playing Alvarado at the right time. He wouldn't play Sohan. You got guys out there that are just shooting willy-nilly, and you don't put one of your best defenders on the floor. He put Clarkson in the game for like 15 seconds. You need scoring. You could put Clarkson out there with a couple of defenders. All right, he might get cooked on the defensive end, but guess what? He can shoot. Yeah, he's streaky, but he can shoot. What if he knocked down a few threes that you need? You don't play him no more? Things ain't going well. You don't want to play Kolik for a little bit? This is why Tibbs got ran out the door. He refused to adjust. And now Mike Brown doing the exact same thing.
he don't
And
know
then, but
what to
he's
adjust
work
to.
right, and that's the problem. This is why he could get fired today, because he's of no service. If you of no use, what you here for? They literally could
Read,
be like, you know what,
react.
y'all just figure it out. Y'all just go out there and figure it out.
That's how it looks. That is, yo,
Exactly.
that's
And
the
if that's
feeling
what
I
it is,
get watching these games.
and if that's what it is, what we need Mike Brown for? You could have your players in your read and react system, right? If that's your system, if you want them to go out there, read the defense, and react on the offensive end, that's fine. But when you get into a game where that is not working, you have to start coaching. At no point did he start coaching. At no point did he make a move that helped that team. Not one time. Not one
Okay.
single time.
Uh-huh.
I'm over it. I
Like,
wanna fight him.
like
Personally, I wanna
like
wait for
they
him
know.
outside the garden and fly his head. I'm so irritated, bro. I really want to fight this dude. I just, I want to
I hold
wait
your,
for
I
him.
hold your earrings.
I just, thank you. I appreciate you because I want to fight him so bad. Do you have any idea what it's like to look at something and you could see the actual talent in front of you? Like, never mind our
Yo,
record. Never mind the record. Look at your
we
team,
got a
right?
good team, yo.
And then you saying to yourself, why is this not working? I know that these dudes are talented individually. Why is this not coming together as a group? We've seen it. We watched that cut run. These guys looked amazing. And now we're here and we can't seem to get that magic back. Even that loss. Yeah, Champagne hit like 7,000 threes from the exact same spot, but one missed three and we win that game. Even in that game, they were fighting to the end and they look good. Ever since that game, it felt like the mojo been gone and we just cannot get it back. I don't understand what the problem is. It feel like every night everybody off. It's not just like Jalen is off tonight, so let's see if Cat got it or let's see if Mikal got it. Like I feel like it be everybody off. Shamit can't throw the ball in the ocean. Mikal can't throw the ball in the ocean. OG can't throw. Like why is all these dudes off on all at once? I just don't get it. Like they all look out of rhythm all the time. Like they're forcing everything. How you at the rim missing? You missing layups? It was
I got a couple
outrageous.
more tax returns to do tonight. I don't want to be on too late, up too late. So I got a hard stop. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me rant. Thank you for bringing me back down. Look, I've been a Knicks fan since 1979, man. I'm not going anywhere, but it's I'm troubled, and
No way.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna ride it out the rest of the way, and hopefully we switch next week. Next week we don't wait till April, but
Hey, make sure
and
you get with Tori B about the swag, bro.
Yeah, let me know
absolutely.
what you want. So I'm trying to do one
Ah,
order. So you guys, the only person that told me so far was Jay and
Free Keith.
Well, I got beef.
And Free
Unlike Freezy, I can use the beef and broccoli hat because I actually have beef and broccolis.
Yeah.
So
well, Freezy, he said it don't get cold down here, so he don't need those.
Nah.
in New York, he's supposed to go. He's 5 miles from New York City. They go everywhere with him. They're a staple. A good pair of chops and a good pair of beef and broccolis is mandatory.
G.I., you want a hat? G.I., you just want a hat?
Yeah.
All right, I'll order you a hat.
The beef and broccoli, right?
Yeah. Everybody gonna get the same thing in a minute.
Right?
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. We'll talk soon.
All right. Good night.
Peace, brother.
Yo.
I'm sorry. I know I was rambling, but I'm so irritated. I'm sorry.
Nah, I wanted to just say this about Mike Brown, and I don't know if this goes against what Free Keith is saying or not. I'm not intentionally saying this to be whatever. Hey, but Free Keith, I be seeing him make adjustments, bro, but them shit don't work.
Because they not the right ones.
Yeah, right. I
you can make adjustments. They just got to be right.
Yeah,
he never.
They got to be right.
Never makes the right call.
Now, hold on, let me finish my point.
I'm sorry. I'm so irritated. I'm sorry.
So the point that I'm getting at is I think Mike Brown depends so much on his system to answer the questions that feel unsolvable instead of letting all stars go to work when it's time for stars to go to work. And then when you're in the flow of the game, let your system operate. Like when it's time for you. Here's the thing with me and Mike Brown, right? Mike Brown has coached Kobe for a little bit, LeBron for a little bit, De'Aaron Fox, and guys like that. What all those dudes have in common with Mike Brown is he just don't have a sense of how to coach stars. He just don't have that sense. Like LeBron is frustrated. Like in Cleveland, LeBron frustrated when I'm like, yo, this is the time. This is my, you know what I'm saying? Yo, run your system. Let these guys get these touches. And then when it's star time, right? When it's top billing, bro, let your stars do the work. Instead, I think he panics a little bit, forced the star to do the work, and then the defense gets all over the star. And then now when it's star time, Cat's got 5 fouls. JB is 5 for 18, and he just want to flip the switch, right? In my mind, I think this is probably one of the best rosters he's ever had, right? He's just one of the best rosters he's ever had. Why not use Bridges? Why not use OG in positions where you can play to OG's strengths? Like, why are we always saying all year that OG don't have a handle? Why not just get OG closer to the rim where he can use 6'7", 240 pounds of muscle to do his thing? Y'all know OG like dunking on people, right? Bridges
look good doing it too.
Yeah, and Bridges is 6'6", 200 pounds, right? But y'all know he loved them middies right off the paint. Like he ain't going in the paint because he's a finesse player, but he'll be right off the paint though. Why not hook this man up with shots all game long in this area instead of making that man dribble around 30 feet to find his spot and get a shot up?
Because he don't call no plays, bro.
It all sound good, right, Freezy? But he ain't doing it.
But
he doesn't call no plays for nobody.
You know what he runs? He is running like he trying to run like these exotic pick and rolls with guys that's not used to it. They still learning. Sometimes Josh be in the way. Sometimes Jalen turn the corner and then look Josh Hurt dead in the face. Josh, what are you doing right here? And Josh's mind is like, well, what do you want me to do? Go in a corner and spot up for 3? Yes, Josh. Spread the floor. Like spread the floor for these things. Like I think Mike Brown has got his hands full, and I think he's trying stuff. Stuff's not working, and it's frustrating. I know he's frustrated. Cat's frustrated. Jalen Brunson, y'all, on the year is shooting 37% from 3. Whoever thought the best Knick on the roster wouldn't be shooting 40% from 3 on 7 or 8 attempts? We thought spotting Jalen Brunson up, getting him wide open threes would make him better. But it's not. That's not the case.
Same core plus an extended bench. Only difference is the coach. If the gameplay is off, I have to look at the coach. I have to look at the coaching. I have to look at the coaching. These guys know each other. They've been playing with each other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and none of them,
Freezy,
none of
you can
them,
hear me?
none of the, yeah, I can hear you.
I'm gonna go out
None
and
of
come back
them,
because I can't hear Keith.
none of them to a man, actually, except Shamit, is better than they were last season.
Right. Right. Jay, what's good, bro?
Peace,
What up?
peace. That's my man, Free
Peace.
Keith. How you doing, brother?
Peace. What up? What up? What up? What up?
Chilling. Did I miss Tori? She left out?
Nah, she coming back. She coming back. Yeah, there she go.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. I can hear everybody now.
What up, Queen?
Hey, how we doing?
Doing good. I was listening for a little while. I wanted to listen. Yo. Great.
My frustration level is at a 10, yo, and I feel like my mind is racing with things and I just can't get it all out. It's just,
Yeah.
And
Right.
if I'm this
Yeah.
frustrated, I wonder how they feel.
Oh, they feeling fine. They getting big checks.
You know what? I
Everybody's
be
fine.
saying that, right? But
Everybody
I feel like
fine. Everybody fine. Because if they wasn't fine, it would look different. Body language would look different.
okay. I don't know. I don't like you're right. I don't like the look of the team. They don't
Dog.
play with any sense of urgency. Like they just going through the motions. I don't like it. I don't know what I'm seeing and it's stressing me out. Stressing me out.
What you got, bro?
It's those games against the Pistons and the Pacers that just let me know where these guys, they not on that type of time.
No, because those teams are running like well-oiled machines. But you look at them play.
Nah, not the Pacers. The Pacers is tanking.
No, I'm talking about Detroit.
And they came out and waxed us. Why? Because they got that game circled. Yeah, we're gonna lose every other game, but we're not losing this game because y'all are enemies, and we're not looking at them like that. Pistons hate us. They play like they hate us. Cats is out there looking at each other, and we playing a regular basketball game. They on playoff time. They on playoff intensity.
Right, but that's Mike Brown fault. Cat had 2 shots in the first half of that game. You want to win? Give him the ball. Stop playing with him. That's his fault. That's Mike Brown's fault.
And not just losing, waxed.
That's Mike Brown's fault. 100% Mike Brown's fault.
For me, it's mostly Mike Brown's fault. But if you 7 feet tall and you taller than everybody else on that team, you need to make your presence known. Call for the ball. I know it's different basketball, but call for the ball. Put your back to the basket and put your arm in the air and say, yo, give me the motherfucking ball.
You want Cat to be
so yes, I agree with you. You know how I feel about Brown. Yeah. You know how I think we win despite him. But still, Cat is a grown man who's a big man, and even though the 4 of us we come from a different place where we want to see nunchucks and knives and get clotheslined as you come down the middle. That won't happen no more. But you know what can happen? Back to the basketball. Put your hands in the air. Put both hands in the air on defense. Don't be late on defense. The reason why he's getting them hook fouls is because he's a step behind his man on a regular basis, and he's trying to pull him behind him as he's going forward. That's exactly what he's doing. So why can't he put his hand up especially against the teams when that Detroit game. You don't got Durant, you don't got Stewart, you don't got nobody. Your back should be under the basket. You should be 2 feet in front of it, and every time you get it, turn around and yam it up.
He's scared to do that because he got the vertical of a toddler.
Right, because his feet are the size of a toddler.
Wait. So if that's easy for a 7-footer to do, how come all 7-footers not doing it?
It should be easy for a 7-foot multi-year all-star, all-NBA player to do. That's what it should be easy to do. Yes, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be easier for the rest of the 7-foot bums in the league. You're right.
I feel you. It's easy to bash Cat. I hear you. You saying it's easy to bash Cat. I got you. I don't need Rosetta Stone.
It's not about honestly with Cat. To me, I see him getting iced out. I do. As much as you, everybody know, like, oh, he's not. I'm not a Cat stan. He's not my favorite player. But like, yeah, I know he's skilled. I see him getting iced out. But what pisses me off is that fans got more of a problem with it than he does.
No, come on.
That's what pisses me off. What you mean it's not true?
He's just not going to get
He doesn't call for the ball. I'm not even talking about no media stuff. I'm talking about in game. In game. You don't demand the ball, bro. You got more credentials than everybody on that team. Why you not demanding the ball? You think Randall was gonna let himself be iced out and look cool going to the bench? You think that people don't feel me, yo. People don't feel me, yo.
No, I feel you.
When I call him soft, it's not because I feel like I dislike him personally or this, that, and the other. Bro, it's that kind of stuff. Like, we're all talking about him not getting the ball, and this guy is in the game nonplussed by not getting the ball. Your stats is on the line, brother. Like, why you not mad? Why you not pulling Brunson to the side? Like, yo, I need you to get me the ball in the pocket, bro. I'm out there.
No disrespect.
Why?
But whatever. Bro, no disrespect, but whatever. Earlier in the season, when Cat was putting that ball on the floor, I heard a whole bunch of grown-ass Knicks fans crying about Cat drawing offensive fouls going to the hole. Why Cat got the ball? Why Cat got the ball? And then he stopped doing it. And the same.
That's how they sounded.
It's like, yo, why Cat not calling for the ball? Yeah, all I'm saying is
calling for the ball is not just being at the post, bro.
I know, bro.
I'm talking about in general.
Hey, bro.
In general.
I know. I played basketball, bro. I know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, legit. I understand what you're saying. I feel you. Right.
Remember when Cat was making a big deal about RJ clapping for the ball and they wasn't giving RJ the ball?
That don't make you a great teammate, bro. That don't make you a great teammate by clapping for the ball. Bro, how about if you saying this, like you saying this right now, right? And if you know it, that means Brunson knows it. And if the captain of the team is not sharing the ball, how do you not see a flaw in that?
Bro, they do it though. They do it some games. So I know they can do it. They don't do it every game. Why don't they do it every game? And a major part of that is Mike Brown. But secondarily, like Cat, man, you know how you should be used. You don't look like you're not swelling up. Like you don't even look annoyed. Come on, man. There's a little bit of a measure of everybody became body language experts when Randall Headcase ass was on the team. Now we shouldn't look at body language. We shouldn't look at any of that stuff now.
No, that's not what I never said that. Did nobody in the chat ever said that? We never said that. Nobody intimated that. Hey, Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. He says he got to fight for position in the post and just be great.
Yep.
But that goes against what Mike Brown is running. This is the thing. I don't know why people don't understand.
What's Mike Brown running?
Mike Brown is running a 1-4 motion offense, right? In high pick and roll with shooters tucked in the corner and slashes on the wing, looking to slash off the roll to the basket. That's what Mike Brown is running. None of that has to do with a big man going in the post and standing there. That's
why can't he do that and that happen?
Mike Brown wants to play Cat like Sabonis. Cat cannot play like Sabonis. I think that's a major problem as well. I think Cat and Mike Brown have an issue. They got an issue.
Mike Brown would prefer to run a trident offense where on a defensive possession where you have two great rebounders grab the rebound and push the ball up the floor in an odd man rush where the defense picks up players in a mismatch and you get them in an odd man rush, 4-on-3, 3-on-2, situations like that where bigs are guarding Brunson and smalls are guarding Mitch and all of that, running down the floor so your offense will be easier. The thing about that, though, is we don't get enough of that to run a trident offense. And then plus the other thing, too, that we rarely mention, and it's no disrespect to Jalen Brunson, but Jalen Brunson is not fast. You can run a trident offense when you have De'Aaron Fox, right? De'Aaron Fox is blazing fast, one of the fastest guards in the league. You can run that with him. You can't run that with Brunson because even if you pass the ball up the floor, then you take Jalen Brunson out of your offense. Because Jalen Brunson and listen, I'm not. This is no shot at Brunson because everybody is different, right? But Jalen Brunson is not Ja Morant. He's not De'Aaron Fox, right? He's not Anthony Edwards. He's a different type of guard. But if you take the ball out of his hands and pass it up the floor, the ball is ahead of Brunson. Now your offense is non-Brunson, even in transition odd man rushes. These are all the things that we have to consider. It's not just Cat won't post up, bro. It's a lot of different things that go into this thing. And then think about it. If the Knicks, just think about this though. If the Knicks have 14 coaches on the sideline during the game, everybody experienced in basketball, we can't sit here as fans and think those guys are not smart enough to see what's not happening on the floor. Those guys are smart, bro.
Why can't we think that? They don't do anything about it. No, for real. Why? What evidence have they got? They've given us to prove your point,
bro. The record is 37-22. You're talking as if they're 22-37.
No, dude, I'm sorry. Dog, we came into this league. We came into this season as a championship contending team. Don't give me no record, bro. I'm looking at gameplay.
No,
don't give me no record. I'm looking at gameplay.
Bro, you giving me dime store logic. Championships are only won in June. You got to count the record because the regular season's still going on, bro.
Fair enough.
Not the dime store
Fair
logic.
So then I can use games that have gone on in the regular season then.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
exactly.
Now the teams that we're going to see in the playoffs, I feel like we have a problem.
Right. I'm with you. I
feel like we have a problem.
When you're there, I'm with you in that point. And that right there, I'm co-signing.
And when I say demand the ball, I'm not talking about just posting up or being in the post. Like I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your general presence on the court. Like there is no way that you're playing with somebody with Cat's credentials and that person is not getting the rock.
I understand what you're saying, bro. I'm with you.
That's all. That's it. Like this is what. Like
let me add one other thing to that though. Let me add one other thing. It's not just about getting the rock, right? How about get OG, Mitch, Bridges in spots where they can be successful as opposed to them just getting what's left over and looking bad doing it.
Hey,
right?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Bridges and them miss shots. We like, dag, bro. He been missing shots from that same spot, man. Bro, how about letting him get the spots where he's comfortable at?
No, two things can be right at the same time. Two things can be wrong at the same time too.
Right? Does JB does it all, right? JB is only going to take shots where he's comfortable, even if he got to pivot, pump fake, jab step, pivot, or whatever until he gets comfortable, right? But the other guys, bro, we're not giving them guys the opportunity to be successful. The one thing, the one thing, like with Lawrence Tears, right? The one thing, I know people are smart, right? But I don't just jump on and be like, yo, I'm just gonna have everybody up here just say what I want to say, right? I ain't like that because I'm a point guard. Like I want to get everybody opinion because I know everybody's smart and everybody can cook, right? But when you look at JB though, JB is always looking to get himself going, right? I know he's a great scorer. We all know that. And I'm not saying that JB shouldn't take 30 shots a game, right? I'm saying when JB is looking to take a lot of shots, we shouldn't be looking at everybody else as if they're less than, because you can't shoot the ball the same time as somebody else is shooting the ball.
Everything that you're talking about right now points back to coaching. Okay.
Can I tell you my secret conspiracy?
Because if it happens a handful of games, cool, it's on the players. But if that's how the game is being played and there's no interaction from the coach, then it's sanctioned.
Yo, my secret conspiracy is Mike Brown's hands are tied. It's Jalen Brunson's team, and basically Mike Brown is just there for in-game strategy and media. He's not Mike Brown is not controlling that team. That's my strategy. I mean,
we're not going to be a champion. We're not going to be a championship team without a coach, without a coach. That's what you call it. So if that's the case, then we're cooked already. What they say about a person who represents themselves in court, they got a fool for a client.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, listen.
And I'm big on the two things could be right at the same time. That's something that I say almost on the regular. I think that you're right with that, Uncle Freeze. But I don't not just like a face, a guy who gets up there on the mic. I think he's been tuned out. He hasn't done enough for them to fight for the man. So they're playing their brand of basketball. So Cat could call for the ball. He should call for the ball. And then there's other times where a coach should write up a play for him so he could get cooking. And there's times where what you said about JB is 100% correct, because he danced like Fred Astaire. He gets his footwork right. He moves to the position that he needs to move to get to the right shot. Not getting all those people involved in it is a two-part problem. It's a non-coaching problem, and it's the fact that this team is running on its own accord. Right. At the same time, it's still okay for Cat to go and call for the ball. Right. So all those things all are something that is happening at the same time. They're all happening at the same time. Right. So yeah, we have a great record, but there's no reason why when you're taller than the other person and you've got skills to pay the bills that you don't just bark for the ball. There isn't a reason.
Right. Yeah, I get it. But one of the things I think we have to consider is you already have a post player. His name is Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson scores in the post. And I know people are gonna be like, now how does Jalen Brunson score in the post, bro?
You're right.
If you watch,
no, he does. He
right.
does.
And then here's the thing: is that with Cat on the floor, guess what you also have on the perimeter? A 3-point shooter, right? So even though the roles are inverse, you're getting the same result. The thing is, what we like to see is when Brunson cools down during the course of the game, that he passes the baton to Cat, and then Cat can carry it until he cool down and give it back to Brunson. That's the ideal situation, right? That's the ideal situation. And it sounds like your turn, my turn, but what it actually does is you have one guy carry the load for a little bit, and then when he goes to the bench or during the course of a game, if he's not feeling it, right, then the other guy is carrying the load. The thing that you see a lot from Jalen Brunson is that he is not comfortable sharing a load with another scorer, right? That's just what it is. There should never be a game where Landry Shamet takes more shots than Karl Anthony Towns, period. There should never be a game where Landry Shamet, and we respect Landry Shamet. Y'all know we love Shamet, right? But there should be no game where Landry Shamet takes more shots than your all-star center. But we've had plenty of them this year. Plenty of them. Right?
Never had a problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it the way that y'all seeing it at the same time. But I'm looking at the details that go along with it. Like, I'm not pounding the table for Cat to get in the post because I know Jalen Brunson's a post player, right? I'm not pounding the table for the Knicks to shoot more threes. They added Cat. Cat shoots a lot of threes, or sometimes he shoots threes, right? The main thing is JB. If JB is 2 for 9, and Cat has only taken 1 shot, come on, man. I mean, you can't run rub screens just to get Cat going across the paint. Just to hit him you can do that with OG. You can't do that with OG. And Paris Douglas is right. He got to fight for position in the post and just be great. I agree with that. Freaky, if you got anything else before we get out of here, before we wrap up, bro?
Man, nah, man. Y'all give me life. I look forward to these conversations, man. I hope everyone's doing well. Don't let these combos fool you. I still got, like I was telling Tori, I still got dreams of this championship. I'm not giving up on these cats.
Not
but
me.
don't worry, I'm gonna get you back on the line. Get you back on the line. But like, for real though, like, it's not, we complaining, you know what I'm saying? The hope is still there that things will come around somehow. And I still think that there's opportunity for that to happen. I just definitely think that it's going to come from the players up and not from the coach down. So I really hope that these players just get it together and get tired of being embarrassed.
Get tired of being embarrassed. Yeah, make sure y'all check out Echo and Essence. Check out Echo and Essence, man. It's a lifestyle channel that we're doing, man. And we get over there and talk about R&B and hip hop collabos, relationships, all types of stuff over there. Check out the Mets Lounge. On the Mets Lounge, I'm rocking with a national recording artist, Jay the Chosen One. We talk Mets whenever we get the opportunity, man. Make sure y'all come over there. The conversations over there are always fire because fans over there are just as passionate as Knicks fans. So salute to GI. Salute to Tori B. Salute to Jay, the Chosen One. Salute to Free Keith, man, and salute to all of y'all, man. We really appreciate y'all coming through and hanging out. Peace, everybody.